Hey everybody, welcome to Speed Bump.
Hey-o.
We got some updates for you on Sutte Hakkun. It's been a big bunch of competition, right? Yeah, the world record just changed twice.
Yeah, since we showed it last week, the world record's come down actually a pretty decent chunk, which is nice to see. It seems like a lot of the early routing that was going on with this game was a combination of sort of in-house routing and a combination with Kaizo Man's tasks that he had created. It was sort of a work-in-progress task, but someone, let me see, Darkman found a task, a full task that had been improved by someone named Eternized Dragon 7, and that improved task introduced some new ideas, and so they found some clips and tricks.
Yeah, I was watching that. They were doing, that was new. Today they had posted some GIFs out of some task tricks that they managed to pull off, and those two have been rotating the world record back and forth a little bit. Moonberry and Darkman. So we actually
there's a lot of cool stuff in here.
It's we didn't think we should watch it tonight, right? It's 25 minutes, but there have been some updates, and they still have 2 weeks. I think we're gonna try and organize a race next week though, and definitely wanted to update and let people know that that's a thing. So if you're interested in running this, we could use some racers. I would like to have 4, at least. I could do 8. I think would be the most I would put on screen at once, but 4 would be great.
Yeah, this it doesn't strike me that this is a very hard game to learn. If you're kind of interested in giving it a shot, this would be a really good one. Not saying that all the tricks are easy, not saying all the levels are easy, but in terms of actually being able to run it and participate, I think this is probably a pretty straightforward one to get in on. So, try it out, see if you like it, and within a week, I'm sure you can put together a run that's pretty competent. The previous world record that we watched last week was only about a week's worth of work, so...
yeah. I mean, they've shaved 2 minutes off that already. More than 2 minutes, really. 2.5. They've been referencing the task a lot, and I can see that. It's a good thing that existed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cool stuff in here. They've been posting clips of little tricks and skips that you can do in the run. It looks like this run's really becoming something. It's not just just play the game fast. It's got some cool tech in it.
This is gonna be clean. Look, I've seen some of that stuff that they've been doing. There's some really good tricks. I mean, we watched the world record last week, and that 2 minutes has some interesting stuff in it. I don't know if it's deathless yet. I haven't sat down and watched the newest one, but I did watch the 25 and some the Darkman had posted before. And I think that time is getting down there. It's gonna get tough now to start beating that by too much more. I don't think they're gonna shave minutes off of it over and over again here for much longer.
No, I think sub 25 is currently the goal, and it sounds doable from what everyone's talking about. I should have a leaderboard going up pretty soon. We had discussed some category decisions that needed to be made since there was no leaderboard to post the rules on. And one of the things that we had decided was the game actually has a built-in checkpoint or save system, so you can save in the middle of a level and reload anytime you want to. So it also is a relatively safe speedrun if you want to learn. If there's some technique that might be really difficult, you can just save right before you do it, and then try it and reload if you need to.
Yeah, there's a lot of so there was some talk about what was it, loading state or something to save time might be a thing. What was that about? I was reading that discussion.
Yeah, I'm not 100% certain about that. I'm kind of looking into what that's going to affect, whether or not that's specifically a real-time thing or if it's just an in-game timer related thing.
Yeah, you don't want to use in-game timers for I'm not talking about this game specifically, but across the board, almost always, very rarely does that in-game timer be accurate. It would have to be an independent game. Like, it won't be on a console, almost assuredly. All of those, the in-game timers are worthless. It would have to be like an independent studio, like an indie game, roguelike or something with a built-in world run clock. Then it might maybe be accurate, but even then, you probably still should just run your own clock for these. So I wouldn't use that. I'm just putting that information out there across the board. You don't want to use in-game timers. You want a clock on your own software, or else you're just gonna add minutes to your time or cut minutes off. Anytime it loads, it's not gonna count that stuff.
Exactly. The run looks like it's coming together though, so next week maybe we can see a race.
Yeah, I like that. Next week will be the last chance for a race. That's what we like to do. And then in 2 weeks, time is up. We're going to pick the March game already. 2 weeks to go. Sutte Hakkun, there's a lot of footage now. You have multiple world record runs and a task to look at for the first 50 stages. I think it's pretty clear how to do a lot of the stages now. There's no puzzle confusion left. It's all execution, right? Unless you find alternate solutions, which probably exist, but what they got seems really good for most of these stages.
Yeah. If you're wanting to get in on this, sadly we haven't gotten a leaderboard together yet, just due to some issues with speedrun.com, but if you want to find the existing runs that have been done, you can join Smite's Discord channel, and there's a speed bump room that has plenty of resources for you. Between the tasks that exist, other people's runs, just check it out.
Yeah. I'm giving my dog a treat for sitting here on camera. Nice work. So yeah, we'll see you next week with a race. I'll post something in the Discord about that if you'd like. We would like any. I mean, you just stream to Twitch, just this game to Twitch. Practice as much as you want. It really doesn't matter what your experience level is. If you want to be the player who's never played it before, we'll use you as a control and to see how much better everyone else has become in the last couple weeks. That's fine with me. Anyone who wants to do it at all, just stream it to Twitch. Just go on the Discord and let me know when I announce that you're interested. I'm gonna post something about that in a couple days here. I think that's all we got for today, because we're not gonna watch this new world record run, but we certainly will watch it in 2 weeks when we have the final product, and it might be this one, but I'd like to see him get below 25 minutes.
Yeah, the current run's really polished, so there's a decent chance that'll be exactly the one we watch in 2 weeks. But in the meantime, do your best.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got for you tonight. Thanks for joining me, Arthur Blues, and I'll see you next week.
All right.